Okay, we're here.
Good afternoon.
I never know if the thing is working. There's too much bars and.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing?
People.
Good to have you all here. Thank you for joining for this edition of the
God.
Daily Dose of Disney. Yeah, you do need to shave, don't you?
I look like a vagrant.
He's a little scruffy there. Hope you're all having a good afternoon.
Ugh.
We had a wonderful morning, a premiere. Actually, it's only the second or third time I've done a premiere for our channel. It was a lot of fun. If you have not yet caught it, please go check it out. Go check out how we recreate the Good Morning Burger from The Simpsons. It's actually episode 23 from the third season of The Simpsons. You'll know you're in the right episode when you see Milhouse with a girlfriend. That's one of Bart's best friends. So it's a lot of fun.
Jeff, it is your birthday.
Yeah. So anyway, it is May 16th. It is May 16th.
You have a week to celebrate your birthday.
Thank you so much for being here. May 16th, 223 days until Christmas. It is National Barbecue Day and also National Traeger Day. If you don't know what a Traeger is, check out an upcoming video on our channel. We're going to be smoking some meat. It's a grill, but it's actually a smoker, and I'll tell you,
pellet smoker.
Yeah, and it's wonderful. It produces some great flavors. We absolutely love it.
Costco peddles them.
We can also get them at Ace Hardware. Mm-hmm. You can get them I think you can even get them at Target now and on Amazon.
I think so.
So it's a lot.
It's my hamburger.
Yeah, hamburgers all around for everyone. Actually,
I can make those.
It's going to be the Good Morning Burger, and yes, that was a lot of butter. It was wonderful. And
I wanted to add cheese to it, if you could believe it, to make like melty American cheese or some kind of fancy cheese.
Cheese would have been a wonderful option.
But we wanted to keep it to the cartoon.
We kept it true to the episode of The Simpsons, so that was it. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So this is it. May 16th. And thanks to the Orlando guy for the
shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Wonderful mugs. Just mug goodness.
Shameless plug. So what is happening on May 16th in the Wayback Machine? We have to go back to 1928. Being a graphic designer and who understands intellectual property and understands trademarking enough, it's like black magic, to be honest with you, but I know enough of it. But Walt Disney, on this day in 1928, trademark Mickey Mouse.
He applied for the trademark.
He applied for it.
Yeah.
So
it took almost a year for it to happen.
And then in the early decade, the Walt Disney Company almost spent $1 billion in lobbying to change the copyright law because Mickey Mouse should be going in the public domain. So you could pretty much know that the Walt Disney Company will spend billions of dollars to protect Mickey so it doesn't go public and make it into perpetuity so it lasts forever.
Absolutely.
So thank Walt Disney Company for changing our copyright laws.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those copyright laws are so important to the Disney Company. It protects Mickey. So yeah, that's what that does. Exactly.
So that's it. So good for Walt in 1928.
Let's go forward now in the Wayback Machine to 1974.
Good year I was born.
Yeah. That's right. Just 15 days
15 days after I was born. What happened on this day?
On this day, there was an appearance on The Tonight Show from the Dapper Dans.
Oh.
The Dapper Dans appeared on The Tonight Show. Now, it was in the midst of a music strike. Truthfully, it was musicians. They were having a major strike. It was the Local 47 of the American Federation of Musicians. The previous contract had expired in April, and they had gotten to an impasse with TV networks, resulting in a work stoppage. So, for instance, the Tonight Show band led by Doc Severinsen, they weren't playing. So the Dapper Dans sang. And because they didn't play any instruments, they did not break any rules. They were fine with, it didn't violate anything as far as union's action or whatever. So, yeah, they went ahead and did it. They sang, and let's see, I had it here in my notes.
CYNTHIA.
What? Oh!
Well,
hamburger funds. Cynthia, thank you so much for that super chat of $1.99.
I'll do a fancy ground beef specialty for you.
Maybe we can even grind
our own beast.
Yeah, grind it up, get some real good cuts of meat. So that would be nice.
Cool.
So Yeah, I thought I had the notes here of what song they sang, but I don't. But let's go ahead and move forward to 19.
Oh, you guys seen on Disney, on the YouTube Disney Parks blog that Disneyland Dapper Dan sang Grinning Ghost on a campaign that Disney's been working on called Halfway to Halloween.
Yes. And the Dapper Dans of Disneyland, I guess 4 sets of them.
There's 4 sets, and they sang, they're really good.
They all sang Grinning Ghost. It was delightful.
And the fireworks for the Magic Kingdom are up for Halloween. So
1989. Now, I wrote this one because we actually have several animation cells on display here at the Villa. They're actually not original cells. Most of everything there is just a Sarah cell. But in this case, it was an original animation cell in 1989 on this day that sold, along with its background, from the Mickey Mouse cartoon Orphans Benefit, 1934. Now, it's significant because it sold for $286,000 in 1989.
I don't have my phone. That's almost like $250,000 in 1989.
That's over $250,000.
That's over $250,000.
$286,000.
Do I have my phone?
At that time, it was the highest paid for an animation cell to date.
So I don't have my phone to do the.
It's probably about 400,000 current dollars.
I think it's about $1 million.
Not quite that much.
89?
No,
inflation?
No. Yeah, with inflation, it's probably not $1 million. But I'm saying it's probably between 400,000 and 500,000.
No.
1990. This is very sad. In 1990, 30 years ago today, we lost Jim Henson. He created the Muppets, very famously got sick. 30 years ago.
30 years
got
ago,
sick,
he passed away.
With something that could have been prevented had he sought treatment early enough. But it turned into pneumonia, and he started the treatments far too late to survive. He was only 53 years old.
That's depressing.
That's younger than me.
Yeah. So he would be a crusty age of 83 if he lived.
Yeah, he'd be in his 80s now if he was still alive.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is that at that time, they had not yet completed negotiation with the Disney company, so everything went up in the air. It was just not very good for them, but it took some time. There were some things that were in the works already. For instance, Muppet Vision 3D was already in the works. They had already completed the production of that. So they were just building up the attraction, getting it ready, because actually a year later on this day in 1991, it premiered at Disney MGM Studios.
It's really good. I actually liked it. They definitely got rid of it in California. It just did not work in California, but it works in Florida.
And I don't know if they did that to coincide with the death of Jim Henson, but it's a little eerie that exactly 1 year later they would open the attraction.
Yeah, coincidence? I don't think so.
Yeah,
everything's intentional.
Yeah, so that was it. 2008. I still have not seen this movie. Actually, I haven't seen any of the Chronicles of Narnia. But on this day, Prince Caspian from the Chronicles of Narnia, that premiered. Now, I believe they did 2 films, and then another studio did a 3rd film, and they just didn't complete the series. But Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, was released on this day in U.S. theaters from the Disney Company. And then in 2009, another film, the year after that, 2009, the movie Up had its U.S. premiere at one of my favorite movie theaters in the country, actually. The El Capitan. What a great theater it is. I love the El Capitan on Hollywood Boulevard in Southern California.
Right across the street from the Kodak Theater where they have the Academy Awards. It's an amazing area.
It's the Dolby Theater now, I think, since Kodak stopped.
Oh, yeah, I call it. Everything is like MGM
It was originally the Kodak Theater, so it's just
Kodak.
He still calls it that, just like he still calls the Skyliner the Skyway.
And always it's Pac Bell Park where the Giants play in San Francisco.
And Disney MGM. It's not Hollywood Studios. It's going to be MGM.
Old habits never die. I'm just programmed that way.
It's just the way it is.
Little proclivities.
Yeah. And yeah, it's across that locations, the Hollywood and Vine, that area right there. This huge Hollywood and Highland. Hollywood and Highland. There's a big shopping center there. It's wonderful.
because it's there. Chinese across the street is the.
And then I have some information that was confirmed, definitely confirmed, for this year for Disney Springs. Let me read this here. I have this here, and oh my goodness, just got another super chat. Mike Wheeler,
it's your birthday.
It's your
Stop
birthday.
giving us money.
Mike, happy birthday, by the way, Mike.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And
your birthday is this.
No. He gets a thumbs up for that one.
Now, is today your physical birthday?
Placing mine in Pam's order for a burger. Mike Wheeler, thank you so much.
So you guys want to see us make burgers? I can get behind that.
Yeah, they want burgers, so they're placing their order for burgers. So we can do.
I can make the McDonald's Big Mac sauce. Yeah. A hack of it. It tastes almost exactly like it.
Yeah, we could do a McDonald's hack, or we could even do a Wendy's hack too of not just a burger, but also their spicy chicken sandwich.
And then In-N-Out, I could just bring them the packs and say I made it, and squirt all the In-N-Out packets.
That would be fun. That'd be fun. I love
In-N-Out sauce. I have to figure that out.
So anyway, confirmed. Disney shops and restaurants are reopening on May 27th at Disney Springs. They also have parking detail and temperature screening and more that's released. There's going to be limited parking and reduced entrances, temperature screenings provided upon entry. Face coverings, masks are going to be required, just like the ones that we're going to be receiving from Rachel's friend. So thank you, Rachel.
Everybody really wants a cheese.
Physical distancing practices, including physically distanced queues and physical barriers. Temporary operation modifications, including reduced hours at certain locations. No scheduled entertainment offerings yet. They're going to be cleaning very well. Disinfecting and sanitation is going to be huge right now at Disney Springs, as it should be everywhere. Look at that. Diener's Empire. Dreamer's Empire is here. One of the things I'll be mentioning in just a bit. But there's a video on the Disney Parks blog that you can go check. They posted it on YouTube, and it explains everything about the opening of the Disney properties at Disney Springs on May 27th. So go out there and check it out. So all the safety measures are there. They're going to be following everything the CDC is recommending. Thursday, Ben dropped his video on Pepper Tree Villa. Did you hear something?
Yeah, what was that?
It sounded like some kind of an animal.
No, it sounded like a
squeal of some type.
Yeah, wow, wow, wow. It sounded like
It sounds like something that squealed outside. I don't know if you heard that or not.
It's like,
but we just heard some kind of squeal,
like an alarm or please
something.
I think the fofo is coming after me.
So Ben dropped a video, A Sense of Normalcy. Life with Ben, episode 50, is now on Pepper Tree Villa, and then we also have on Pepper Tree Villa a video that premiered this morning, the Good Morning Burger from The Simpsons. We had so much fun making this video. It was an absolute delight.
Some time, but we wanted a very particular way. We had fun.
I took my time editing it. I wanted to make sure it was just right and just had some fun with it. It's a quick watch. It's barely 5 minutes long. So go back to Pepper Tree Villa after this. Check it out if you've not yet seen it. And please share it out with your friends and family. We want to get as many views on this video as possible. We'd love to see something go viral sometime. And who knows? Someday it might. We just don't know. And now we're here.
Oh, parades, honking. Someone's having
a parade outside. That's what it is.
There's parades,
there's like a parade going through. Someone's celebrating their graduation.
Oh, yeah.
So
people are having a good time, which I don't like.
Yeah. So
I don't want to hear their noise. The egg yolk on that was our friend. You just go back to that video and look at the egg yolk.
Could not believe it just dripped right on cue.
I love fried eggs. I was so awesome.
We couldn't have planned that if we had tried to. So it worked out perfectly. So we were very, very happy about that. So
now I want egg.
The Simpsons Good Morning Burger now on Pepper Tree Villa. Go check it out.
Eggs.
Moderators, thank you so much for your help. We cannot do this without you. Thank you so much for what you do. Our support channels, of course, also we have D&G Explorers, More Sunshine Please. We have Rob Fuzz, Two Real Geeks, and Richard, the Orlando guy.
Thank you.
Richard, an immense help to us. Richard, thank you for everything you do for us as well. We cannot begin to pay you back for things that you do for us if we could pay in some way, somehow. But we just absolutely love just the camaraderie we have. It's just wonderful. Thank you so much.
Everybody's here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you guys for being
our super
love
chats
and support
from Cynthia and from Mike. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah, happy birthday. I was asleep. I had to get beauty sleep, so I wasn't awake. But I wanted to come on here to actually say happy birthday.
And then we also have the Disney Plus Movie Club is coming up.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
That's Monday night. If you have not yet watched it, Bedknobs and Broomsticks is this week's movie for the movie club. The Disney Plus Movie Club, Monday night on PTV Live. That's Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. That's about all I have for tonight.
That's it.
Of course, Dean with The Live Place, he's here in the chat. He has a wonderful website, I just mentioned, theliveplace.com. I think Of The Live Place is his last name, just like Jim says. But theliveplace.com, you'll find all shows there that are advertised, that are in our community. It's wonderful. Just go ahead and check it out. You'll see something for almost anyone, actually. Like 80 some odd channels are now
heavy-handed on Disney, but you'll love it.
Yeah.
And
we're
an
there.
Amazing community.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific with another day. But tomorrow we'll be discussing May 17th. In the meantime, everyone, have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everyone.